Now, as far as mixing the vocals go, I just want to show you guys just a quick workflow when it comes to your mixing. If we look into our vocal chain for our lead vocal, you only have 4 slots right here. That might not be enough for some of you, especially if you're coming from a DAW. You know you're probably using a lot of different EQs and compression, and you probably will need more. But don't worry, you could actually add 4 more by turning this output into a submix. You just click into output and then put it on submix 1, go to your mix, and then now you have 4 more slots because all of it is linked to submix 1. And I don't think you're gonna need more than 8. If you need more than 8, then you gotta just get better at your workflow. And another tip, it's good to have your correction plugins in the slots and then your creative plugins on return. So what I mean by that is, you can see I have an EQ and the compressor. These are the main kind of tools that you use for editing your vocal, because you gotta tame the dynamics. You gotta cut out certain rumble frequencies, or you gotta boost the highs for more brightness. But the way you would set up a return, what we can do is click mix, and then up here, you want to switch from submix to return. And on your returns, you can now put reverb and stuff. So I could go to any kind of reverb. I'm not gonna get too crazy. I'll probably mess with the pre-delay a little bit, go up a little bit, turn down the time just a little. Now that I had a reverb set on return 1, and we could even just go to return 2 and set up a delay. I'll go to the 8 delay, and since I'm rapping pretty fast, the 8 delay might be fine. See how I try to press the mix and it just goes to pad mixer not available for audio tracks? Make sure you press that home button, then you can press mix again. And then you want to go back up here, scroll all the way to your audio tracks. Now that we have them all named, we can easily see this is the lead vocal. You want to go to send. There's 4 dots under send, and those 4 dots represent your returns. So on the first dot, that's my reverb. So you're not going to want to click on the first pad. You want to click on the second pad because this is still the lead vocal. But then you want to use your second Q link to bring up that reverb.
Dogging these hoes in all different lengths.
So let's do that in context. Go back to our audio, take it off of solo. Start to play ahead a bit.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavor and calling my bros, and they gonna straight ahead. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like nice neighbors. Ready for war cause we like haters.
Now let's say we want to loop a certain section so we could just keep hearing that. What we can do is go to our edit audio. So let's say we want to start from like bar 8, and then we could just zoom in, see where it ends, to bar 17. So then we could go to main and press hide and just go from 8 and then just change this to 17. And now that section will loop for us. But also what we could have had done, hold on our Q links, we could see the loop start and the loop end using the 3rd and the 4th. So go to our 4th Q link page, and then we can bring that. And it might take a while to bring that one down. So you pick which one is a bit faster for you. I think probably going to main is probably faster. And then you could just also change it from here too if you made a mistake. Go back to edit audio, and then we could just press play start.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavor and calling my bros, and they gonna straight ahead. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like nice neighbors. Ready for war cause we like haters. I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes and all different.
So you see that it looped back around, and I ain't do too much with the reverb. We could go to our send 2 and mess with the delay.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavor and calling my bros, and they gonna straight ahead. They gonna.
Yeah, see, that's a quite fast delay. That's an 8.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavor and calling my bros, and they gonna straight ahead. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like.
Now, when it comes to mixing, you just want to do a lot of A/B. A/B just means before and after, on and off with the delay, seeing if it gave it more width to your sound. Versus any other tip that anybody could give you, this is the way you train your ears on your own, by messing with the on and off. And this is also a way you're training your ears to your own kind of style, because you're going to play a game where, okay, did it make a difference or not? Did I like the difference or not? Because you're going to start hearing what you have in your head and you're just trying to translate it and turning it on and off, you're gonna see, does this sound like what it's sounding in my head? That's how you're gonna really get better. Let's A/B it.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavoring. Calling my bros and they gonna straight at him. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like nice neighbors. Ready for war cause we like haters.
I like how that sounds. And I can even turn down the delay from here if I thought it was kind of aggressive. Let's take a quick dive back into our EQ and compressor settings, see if we can shape it a bit better. So if we look, as you can see, I put down my low end because it would have been super aggressive if I had it at 250. Let's actually hear that at 250.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavoring. Calling my bros and they gonna straight.
They would have added a lot of low end to that part that I probably wouldn't have liked. Now, I could just ease this back. And honestly, I want to actually cut out the lows, like I said, cut out that rumble, but the better way to go about it is to go to the highs and low cut. This section is a lot better.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. What? Different languages, who wanna smoke? Got all different flavoring. Calling my bros and they gonna straight at him. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like nice neighbors. Ready for war cause we like haters.
I like how 100 sound. If you want to get better at mixing also, it's not just using your ears, it's also about using logic and guidelines. There is so many tutorials and even like Google images where you could just find vocal cheat sheet with the EQ and they're going to show you certain spots. So this is also how you get better at training your ears. They're going to show you certain spots that's going to make you think about, oh, okay, if I want more brightness, I go to the 8K, or if I want to take out some of this boxy sound, I know where to target it at. Because if you're a beginner, you're not going to just know where mud is. You're not going to even understand that concept of mud. By using cheat sheet, you're going to be able to pinpoint and narrow your focus so your ears have something to focus on, bro. Your ears is like your mind. Don't just think about your ears in the way of hearing sounds. So the type is quite sharp, so I'm cutting out a good amount of low end, but I'm not cutting out so much. I think if you're going over 100, then that's gonna really cut into the thickness of the vocal. It just depends, because some beats might be so bassy that you want to do something like that, enhance your highs and the mids. It's all about context. And then you can see they boost the highs for more brightness, like I said, around 8K. What I can do is find a better spot than 8K, but I could also go back to that spot because it sounds decent.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavoring. Calling my bros and they gonna straight at him. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like nice neighbors. Ready for war cause we like haters.
See, I think 7,000 sounds better for me. And then as far as cutting at 1.4, I wanna actually try to boost a little and find a frequency around 1,000 range, because you could get also clarity from the high mids.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavoring. Calling my bros and they gonna straight at him. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like nice neighbors. Ready.
And the cool part, like I said, to test out if it sounds good to you or not, you have your bypass. And this is why I actually like this plugin, bro, because instead of going to the channel strip is cool because if you want to use less plugins, you can use that. But these plugins go more in depth. So I could turn off the high mids and then A/B and see if it sounds best.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavoring. Calling my bros and they gonna straight at him. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like nice neighbors. Ready for war cause we like haters.
Now, as far as the low mids, we could definitely cut out some boxy frequencies. And we could just, don't have to cut crazy. And you can see the bandwidth is very small. So we just want to bring up that bandwidth because it was very tight like this, and we just want to open it up. We don't want it to be that tight.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke?
Now, the best way to hear this is actually to turn this all the way up.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavoring. Calling my bros and they gonna straight at him. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like nice neighbors. Ready for war cause we like haters.
So it sounds That sounds very boxy to me at 300, so I just kind of want to wind that back down.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? It's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavoring. Calling my bros and they gonna straight at him. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like nice neighbors. Ready for war cause we like haters.
I also just goes with what feels good. I was thinking logical about 300, but cutting that 6 just kind of did something, you know? Then we could just check on the compressor settings real quick. All this is quite fine. The attack is not aggressive. The release is not holding on too long as well. So let's actually go to the ad-libs. I didn't really do much with the ad-libs yet, so we could try to figure this out together. Let's go to the parametric EQ. So we can actually go in to the presets of the actual category. So let's see what freshen sounds.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavoring. Calling my bros and they gonna straight at him. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers.
Yeah, that one sounds sick, for real. So you can hear that it starts off loud and then it gets quiet. This is a cool trick that we can do by going to main, go to our audio. Let's zoom in a bit. So you can see these parts right here, I'm loud. Now, we can decide to bring these up or bring these lower. I think it just might be easier to bring these up right here. So using the pencil tool, click, and let's just hide this menu real quick so we can see it a bit better. Being on the first Q link, second knob, let's go to this part right here, click split, and then zoom out, hit the pencil tool, let's bring it up to maybe right here, that's fine. And then we can hit split, zoom out, select it one more time. Now the levels. This is what we always need. Now we can use our levels to kind of match those parts. And you really want to be doing this throughout your mix because when it comes to using a compressor, your compressor is going to have to work a lot harder in a more inefficient way because now it has to bring it up from very low levels. But when you're doing this way, you could bring up the levels to help the compressor not work as hard. And it just helps you perceive the music a lot better while you're trying to mix it. So let's go back to our mix. I definitely want to put a compressor on it. But you can see the default compressor is crazy. They got it on -48 threshold. I don't even know why. We're going to just bring that up. We're going to turn down our output. We don't need it that loud. And let's press play.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavoring. Calling my bros and they gonna straight at him. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like nice neighbors. Ready for war.
So I turned down the threshold just a little because, like I said, it's good to use 2 compressors. And then we can just turn down the attack a bit.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavoring. Calling my bros and they gonna straight at him. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like nice neighbors. Ready for war cause we like haters.
Now I also think there's a plugin that you can pan it, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's in modulation, auto pan sync. Let's see what the sync is.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? It's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavoring. Calling my bros and they gonna straight at him. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like nice neighbors. Ready for war cause we like haters.
That's hard. That is hard. And I'm just having fun with the mixing, man. I'm not trying to get so crazy and serious and think about it in a serious way. I think you just gotta keep creating and observing. And the more you do that, then that's how you're gonna get better. And also by learning and applying what you learn. We could go back to the lead vocal, see if we want to do anything more. Maybe put a saturation, since this beat sounds hard, you know, not even just using hard lead sounds or anything like that, it just sounds hard. It's like one of your friends like, yo, this beat sound hard, so they thinking in an aggressive way. Usually when people are talking about, yeah, that's hard, it's like it's aggressive, you know, but in a cool way. We could use Air Favorite Pro, but I think it might just be overdoing it. I don't need to get that crazy. Let's just see how the regular distortion is. See, we could put it on soft mode, and we could just mess with the drive.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavoring. Calling my bros and they gonna straight at him. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like nice neighbors. Ready for war cause we like haters.
And what we could also do is go to our mix track and go to our audio track and apply the reverb to our ad-libs. So, you know, make sure you're on the first send, but you're on the third pad because that's where the ad-libs are. And you could just use the third Q link.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavoring. Calling my bros and they gonna straight at him. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like nice neighbors. Ready for war cause we like haters.
And then for the compressor, I could kind of go a bit aggressive because it is still kind of loud. Now, I don't want to just turn it down volume-wise when I could just better my compressor sound. So I actually got the attack pretty high, but I wanted to tame it a bit more.
I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavoring. Calling my bros and they gonna straight at him. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like nice neighbors. Ready for war cause we like haters. I'm back in my mode, it's about to get dangerous. Dogging these hoes in all different languages. Who wanna smoke? Got all different flavoring. Calling my bros and they gonna straight at him. They gonna slide like ice skaters. Got sticks with a beam like lifesavers. Pop up at your door like nice neighbors. Ready for war cause we like haters.
So yeah, that's just a way of how I'm thinking about when I'm editing vocals on here. And this is actually my first time even diving in on vocal mixing on the MPC, but it's just using the knowledge from, you know, being on a DAW. Like I said, if you just learn the fundamentals, then you can use anything. And then it won't just come down to what the MPC can do. It's about what you can do. So, peace.